Everyone, this is now ASDF versus Chaotic Contingency. Try and ignore the scoreboard at the moment because
we have very aggressive moves into the midpoint here. 4 members from both teams immediately rushing in, and Tiki seems to be the first one under great amounts of crowd control. One person porting with him, Armstar knocking him back, maybe getting him down on top, and that's not a good spot to be rescued. We have the rescue coming out, and immediate invisibility.
And Vapor!
Lost there.
Nice!
Save it.
Did you see that combination? We saw the Ranger actually pick out a stealth AoE involving the staff and the smoke scale. Moved with the Vapor form, only a small area away. That was really well thought out by the Ranger there. Didn't see that often too much during the other games, not so obvious. And they turned it round and actually got the kill down onto Amka here.
Just trying to save it with the Vapor form. However, Sling is not going to be in a good position to get the rest there. Dump coming out from Tiki. Tiki gets the first down. That's the first kill of the game. And we have a double cap on the hands of Chaotic.
Yeah, this is really unexpected. And Sling goes down. Maybe ASDF here underestimating their opponents. And that is a strong opener for those guys. I've got to say that really, Loz pretty much carried that. Actually, from that res, Jesus, that was intense.
It was, however,
another search and rescue. Loz
definitely not out here. 2 people. Sable makes it out of the fight on Hench, and is now with the reinforcements of Amka moving back into it. 2v2 happening there. Mid control seems to be still in the hands of Chaotic, although the portal from Zurich through the portal already gets a lot of damage in his face and needs to retreat. Can't contest that mid node any further and just has to try and make it out of this alive somehow. Does not do so. Now we should focus probably. No? Well, is something happening on the my node?
This Ranger is really the big difference between these two teams at the moment. You know, Celtic Contingency don't have to deal with the Ranger on the opposite team. They've not got one. They've got the portal though, so they're going to have to, this is where ASDF really need to use that portal to their advantage, and doing a great job at the moment. They couldn't really handle it versus Orange Logo when they brought the Ranger out and they brought Rom back onto Ranger. They didn't really deal with it too well before, so maybe this could be, the issue that this team, ASDF, have versus Chaotic Contingency. Chaotic Contingency not looking strong all day, but have done in this game, in this series. And now, the pressure's on. Maybe the pressure is enough. And maybe they're going to be able to feed off this here. Getting another kill now onto Amstar there, the Elementalist, and Anchor. This is amazing stuff at the moment. He's going to try and relocate here, but no chance. This is not looking good for ASDF. In fact, they're going for a boss on the other side of the map now. Sling trying to get something.
I think that's actually the right move. This 2-man engage from Sable, although no, Zuik just trying to get Sable out of this somehow.
Oh, no.
Just run into the crosshair himself. To make the escape happening. If anyone can do it, it's definitely the Revenant.
Yeah, they need a sensible regroup here. I feel like Sable is in no man's land as well as Zuik actually at the moment as well. It's healed up fully, but now we can engage in that 1v1. Starting to push back quite well together here actually, just in the roads between Keep and Henge actually at the moment. Actually, nice damage comes onto Garyon. Gets supported, they get some nice healing as well. We're going to see him coming back into Herald. I can't actually see if
Roots came out, however, Zuik on his heels, Sling in his aggression. So low in HP. Prototype only low in the Death Shroud right now. Still can get the damage on Sling. 3 people there for it. Zuik can't go for the rest. Oh, he's trying to get the intro up there, but that's not going to be enough to get Sling up. He actually goes for it afterwards. We did not have any poison on that, but the commitment might have been a bit much to hope for.
Nice from Loz again, coming in with a nice stun. Like even when trying to take people down, he's been very influential in these fights at the moment. They need to nail down this Ranger. We've got the decap on the other side. We've got slow comeback now coming from ASDF. They really need to make sure they take that Ranger out of play somehow. Get him in a 1v1 somewhere. Now they're going to take Crazy down. Although he's just got his blast heal off from his turret, of course, as well. Loz coming in for the support, trying to get that stun off through Celestial Avatar. And Zuik is in a lot of trouble now as well. He's going to try and just defend himself with Crystalline Hibernation, And Crazy about to go down himself. A sliver of HP does get dropped there by the nice damage from the hammer number 2 and the prototype down over on the midpoint as well. Are we going to see a Ranger res here? We aren't indeed, because he's over on the mine and not able to get anyone up. 2 members down for Chaotic Contingency.
For Revenant, offense is definitely the best.
Free cap, Nick. Oh, this is strong. I feel like Caster Curse came in there. Susan's talking about being strong. He's not got enough heal. He's got poison. He's got everything else on him. That heal almost not doing a single thing either. Can Loz come in and do some kind of save here? He's trying to get positioned ready for potential res with that search and rescue, but they're on him, and they've learnt from their previous mistakes of not dealing with this Ranger. He's got Celestial back up soon as well. Feels like he's going to be caught out. Necro's going to get the decap over on the midpoint from their prototype there.
They've already caught up. They've already caught up. Yeah. Prototype also disengaging immediately again. They're trying to get the +1 on Amsa over on the Hench. Maybe getting a fairly quick kill with him. However, Amka also on his way. So if Amsa somehow can survive that long, he's gonna be all good. The 2v3 is definitely easier to sustain than a 1v2.
She's going for a tourist route at the moment. Just having a look, you know. Stonehenge, she's very nice. Over on the midpoint as well, Loz, a couple of problems here. Does get put down into Murphy, and this is where they're starting to deal with him. They need to get the vulnerability stacking on him from Zuik, who we had 24 stacks there as well. Good job trying to use the sword to dodge and evade a load of damage there, but unfortunately not the greatest timing in the world. Elementalist comes in for the survive, gets his shout heal off as well. He's going to be okay for now. The Elementalist doing a good job at trying to make sure that Loz stays up. Is so important for their momentum and coming back into this. Gets the blast heal off on the wall there from the staff, of course, as well. And the Elementalist and Ranger do survive for the time being. A lot of cooldowns being used here. Conditions, lots of staggering and vulnerability. Can't get rid of them enough. Tiki trying and working so hard there. But the prototype comes in as well. Can't come in for the potential res, I don't feel. It's too late, really. Good job from those guys. Even a bit of a knockback for good measure there on Loz.
For the retake and of course resulting in the initial 3 cap, we had this, like, I almost want to say trademark now, because we've seen that quite often today. Trademark aggression from ASDF going on. But right now it seems like it's settled down a bit. They maybe see, maybe we underestimated Chaotic a bit. We see 1 down now of Amsa on that mid node. They're rather playing 2 nodes. They're not getting too aggressive. Although, to be fair, Crazy is just, I don't know.
Crazy?
No, actually quite
just
boring
crazy.
staying on that close node.
Look over.
Far node, actually.
He's just crazy not getting involved. He has to at the moment. We've got, Anchor's kind of screwing around with him over there, really. Engineer, of course, very influential himself, I mean, he got Morphro, got Elixir X as well. There's a CC, lots of damage from Rampage as well, especially if he gets a lot of might on him. The prototype dropping quite low here as well. I'm going to Reaper Shell for another 1 or 2 seconds. No! Oh, 1.5k HP. He's not got long until that comes out as well. It's got stability that can pop as well as the fear, of course. Trying to get as much poison off with that spiral on the 4th skill. But I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Sliver of HP for Sable as well. But Sable goes down. Here we go. Double down state. Who's going to be able to get the most out of this? Oh! Sable goes down first.
CF going for the damage instead of the stomp, and no interrupt there, or rather stability on the other side.
Loz versus the Mesmer on the other side of the map as well. Going down.
Now upper hand right now for Chaotic in there mid-fight. However, Prototype, you can't just go completely ham on that Necro, and it's gonna.
Oh, look at the rest of the team!
Times, and the AOE damage is gonna bring them so much trouble. Triple kill! I just want to scream.
That's
and on the side, Amsa is just chilling with a bit of Swania.
Yeah, why not? Grabs the kill, gets the portal back. Oh my god, Amster gets back in time to make sure the decap doesn't happen. Lozix only gets 1 decap cap point on that node. And this is a good place from ASDF. And on that, putting the portal down there.
Second one. Second trip, Chieftain as a follow-up, and that's only 20 points to go.
This is
until
exciting,
ASDF,
actually.
After a fairly slow start.
Yeah.
Really clean it up afterwards.
As soon as they started to deal with the Ranger, their matchups got a little bit better as well. They started to deal with the Ranger a bit more. They started to really pull it back, and that's where it's all started to change, really. Other things happening on the map, obviously, as well. But, you can see the kills that started to come out for the blue team as well. But otherwise, I really feel like Chaotic had a good,
Yeah.
start to the game. But like I said,
But I mean, respect to ASDF, because they
oh,
did not
hells
buckle
yes.
down when they were under pressure.
Well, they
just
buckled down when they were under pressure.
Oh yeah,
Worked hard.
they did not crumble
There you
when
go.
when they were under pressure. No, they just went this ridiculous aggression. We're just going to chase you across the map if you try and run,
Oh yes.
and it works out.
Yeah, they did a good job.
At least against Chaotic. The question is, and maybe with this, with them potentially only being 3 maps until they are in Pro League, and it's looking good, to be honest. They, I don't know if that's going to work against Pro League teams, against the most of the Pro League teams. I mean, Chaotic is a Pro League team. This ridiculously aggressive playstyle almost could be dangerous at times as well.
Yeah.
But I like it. Good to watch.
I mean, I'm excited to see. It's a shame the Chaotic Contingency only kind of bring. I mean, that's almost the best. Well, to be honest, I feel like Loz kind of carried them a little bit in that early game, if I'm honest. But there's so much potential from some of these guys. There's some individuals that I would just like to see in Pro League, especially, rather than even just teams. I mean, there was a lot of. To be honest, I want to see everyone in this current matchup in the Pro League somehow, because there's a lot of potential from a lot of these people. Prototype, he's definitely one of my favorite. I could say favorite necros, but he's one of the only. He used to be one of the only necros. We've got many now. But finally, the Necro becomes very viable.
Really stuck with it.
Yeah, pretty much. Necro becomes extremely viable.
Did you ever see Prototype on something else?
I think so. I think he tried some other bits and pieces, but still.
I really can't remember him on anything else but Necro. But
this is
might just be me. Might just be that I don't pay attention to Prototype being on anything else.
Sure.
What? You're not a Necro? I'm gonna ignore you.
Okay, this is the last chance for Chaotic Contingency at the moment. Unless, they can get the win. Then they have one more chance after that. It could be the last chance.
We're potentially 1 game away from the first former Pro League team.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2, by the way, if you haven't noticed yet, if you haven't read it anywhere yet, Purple Noise as well as Orange Logo made it back. They survived relegation and are back into the Pro League. ASDF currently fighting as well as Chaotic Contingency for the last spot.
Heavy stuff.
There's a lot on line here.
Pressure. There's a lot. Here is. I mean, Honey from Purple Noise messaged me earlier, and she's telling me she's nervous. I'm not going to say it. I can say it now. Obviously, I can say it at all, really, because it's recorded. But this is a big deal. I mean, it's still being last position. You still get some money in the Pro League. That's money gone. It's not money earned at all, just for playing a video game. And now these teams have a chance between nothing and potentially, going all the way to the finals and earning a ton of money, which is. You would look at ASDF is totally
Do they really
possible.
have the choice? Because that would be an easy choice for me.
Yeah, true.
And now we go into the very, very important game, especially for Chaotic Contingency here. It's a fairly normal split, 1v1s, 2v2s, and another 2v2 going on the waterfall. We already see quite a lot of damage coming out on the side of ASDF. Zuik as well as Sable under a lot of pressure. However, Zuik, of course, the prime target, he tries to, again, offense as the best defense, turn it around on Prototype. Trying to pull it away a bit. Is he just taking his base as a last amount of retreat?
It's not. This is a good matchup. This is a good matchup for these guys. I mean, really close. They can't manage the Condi pressure. The Rev, especially with the engineer, like that was a horrible matchup for those guys there. And over on the other side of the map, it is probably working out. Is it working out fairly similar? No, it's not actually. As Red Team get that, so they had the great matchup over on that waterfall node, and actually, their Prototype comes back over, and they've not actually been able to take full advantage of it. In fact, they take the gate down which seems like a bit of a waste of time. And Mesmer moves over towards the mid now, but they lose the quarry in a very easy decap.
Yeah, quick port and decap, still mid under contention, and now one person has to run over. So yeah, it's a big cooldown, but still nicely played. That gives him and the rest of his team a lot of breathing room.
They get the waterfall after getting the kill on Zuik, and we saw the control over on Quarry. Now Tiki goes down. Where's Loz? You want to get him in spot. He's not able to get anywhere near there because you're forcing the Ranger to move back over towards mid. Although I feel like Loz is moving all the way over. No, he could have. He's going now, but he used the sword the wrong way. Did he just use the sword oh no, poor guy. I think he just used the sword to move the wrong way. I think his full intention was to move over to get that res there, and now it's all falling apart. Yeah, maybe. Unfortunate.
So close to being out of it. This might be the nail in the coffin.
No, Amstar.
Right now, they are still in the lead.
Yeah, and Amstar is down as well. Although Zuik has to try and work hard here versus Garen and also Loz there. Pressure is on for him to get that res, but he doesn't get it in the end, unfortunately. And now they can put that extra vulnerability stacking as well as the extra damage onto Zuik here. If they can follow up with a nice kill, they could do quite well on this map. But we have got the prototype just being finished off over on the other side of the map. As Tiki can't do anything about that. Sable and Sling obviously able to dispense of him there as well.
Zuik going down on the side. He had quite the extensive fight against two people. Also
being a bit overzealous with the knockback.
Yeah.
Was that necessary?
Maybe not necessary in that point. If anything, got him closer to Amka for the rest.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen after all. And now again, Amstar being sneaky, trying to get the decap. This time Loz, however, quick enough to hinder him.
Doing a good job with the portals at the moment as well, to be honest, this man right here.
Yeah.
Nice to see.
Yeah, they're nicely set up. It's either he's really good at planning them, or really the situations present themselves really well for them to make the best out of it. I
think something I've not really mentioned as well is we look at Zuik. Zuik, was in the Pro League, so solidified in the Pro League with his team, more guns, and decided to leave the team. Obviously, they've had a bit of a roster change as well, and went into a team which is challenging for Pro League. He is absolutely confident that ASDF are going to get through. Otherwise, he wouldn't be here doing what he's doing right now, I mean, how gutsy is that? How, confident is that in your team that you're going to be able to drop out of Pro League completely? He was in it. That's it.
Yeah.
Because he feels like he can come back into Pro League maybe and do better with a different team, with ASDF. We've had these guys in the past. They've done a fantastic job against big teams, but they've never had the consistency there. And maybe this is where we're going to see things change.
I mean, that's definitely a good vote of confidence from one of the players.
For sure. At least.
Having a good showing here in the qualifier right now.
Yeah.
But still not in the lead. Not in the lead yet. We can't count them out. It's nice talking about maybe his plan working out in the end, but it's not secure yet. With teamfights going on all over the place, mid might be the one to pay attention to because Zuik again is in a mood for killing.
Yeah, he wants
Crazy seems to be his target.
Yeah, Crazy seems to be his target indeed. That's Presidente, of course. If you're unsure of who that is, I'm pretty sure that was El Presidente. He used to play Mesmer. Obviously not going with that at the moment because Loz is being so powerful there. As we see Loz picking up the close point again, Quarry. Now they're going to be in a situation. Look, as soon as he goes for the cap over on Quarry, they need him there. He's needed in that position. They need to try and keep this alive because if he can come in, they don't. And that's really important that the Ranger wasn't there for that fight because that's something which was really, really vital. And the Mesmer goes back, gets a free decap again. And this is what this is all about, this game with the Ranger. And look, the prototype goes down. Where is their Ranger? He's not in range. Someone else needs to be going for that job. And Tiki down as well.
He's not down yet.
Oh my good lord.
Pretty close.
But the Ranger is now, they're pushed so far though, Nick. Look, the Ranger now has to stay over on the side of the point map and keep the point contested. We're at 9 minutes. This is the time for the game to start to snowball, and it's going to snowball in ASDF's favor.
140 each. It's up for grabs in theory, but we're definitely going to see a cap on the waterfall. We did now see a cap on the quarry, and honestly, the mid node is not looking too well for them either.
No, I mean, I'm wondering whether or not Blue Team are actually just going to... They're going to stay over here.
Pressuring
keep up
into
with
that
this.
quarry node.
Free cap. That's it, Nick. Said it. It's done. Garen's going over towards the waterfall. Is this the end of Celtic Contingency's role at the moment? Because I don't want to say it, but they've not always been the best team for comebacks, and this is the hardest place to do it. Chaotic Contingency right now have to play the best game of Guild Wars 2 they have ever played, and Amstar is looking low. That could be the potential for the Southern comeback here, actually, if they can take him out. But he's doing a good job. Phase retreat down the stairs. He gets away there. Can they get the port onto him or any range? Gets his heal off, and he's fine. He's going to be okay for now. Get decap from mid. Maybe Amstar just needs to let this go because they don't... Oh, my good lord. We're going to see that Sling gets on point as well. He's been up and at them a lot of times in this game. Actually, we see the Ranger Loz does get the kill down onto Amstar at the end. That's a good start for the comeback here. It's only 100 points behind at present. They need to make something else happen here with the +1 of the Ranger. Make sure that Amstar does get taken out completely here. Sling, interrupt does come out onto him, but he's going to go down as well. Zuik doesn't want to get involved in that. He's being clever, and he's going to just go back over to the quarry node now as well.
So maybe this is really the comeback of their life if they can make it count.
Where are they?
They have 2 people down, but still, what is... Well, Cap in mid, now the reinforcements maybe a bit slow there from Tiki.
Yeah.
Going over to that quarry node, already crazy, giving the call, no, this is over, go away.
Yeah.
Although I wouldn't think so.
He just wants to go, he wants to try and get through the base. I'm just surprised he didn't just come up and say, just a bit of heal would be very useful there.
But we have a down Sable, 2
yeah.
coming in on Waterfall. Are they going to get the rest? Is he trying to commit to it? Yes, he is. Stepping down, we saw the Moa coming out.
Oh my good lord. What the flip? How is that? That's good play from them. They needed more pressure there, unfortunately. The early coming over to this fight in the end is good. They get the 2 cap.
It's difficult to pressure when you have a beak.
Yeah, true. I mean, blimmin' hell.
Just pack at them. That's the best you can do. Turning around the pressure on Sling, and he's again, actually Amstar portaling out of it. Sable also pressure. This could be the follow-up kill. 2 people. They have the double cap. This could result in either a very, very stable double cap. They might want to go for a follow-up kill here somewhere if they can find one. Or they could even push over to the quarry. Yeah, but that might be a bit too much.
They could have been a bit quicker with that push, actually. They could have just pushed someone over to get a cheeky decap.
A downed Armka is going to be good enough for now.
I think they've learnt their lesson here with the Ranger, though. They want to keep Loz involved in things, and they only need the 2 cap here to come back. And actually, they don't want to be too aggressive, but Quarry could be a better switch up for Waterfall. Yeah, down State of Anchor, he goes into full death. And now Zuik, under pressure himself, down to about half HP. I think they're a bit lost really here right now. And what they need to do, they're going for the Waterfall now. It's 1v1 between Sling and Crazy. He can hold on for a bit. And now Loz is actually in a great position to just back up. They're just being solid on the 2 cap and sitting back. And this is maybe this is what they needed to do before maybe. And Zuik, he's under a lot of pressure. Nice Moa throw comes out. Zuik's going to go down here.
I just want to mention that I saw Zuik surviving for that long. I mean, of course, he's a Revenant to a certain amount. That's his achievement. But Sable just cleaning up after him, just basically always running behind, giving support, knockdown on the people chasing him. The amount of people I have seen saved by Sable in these matches of ASCF is ridiculous.
Yeah, Sable's doing a good job at the moment, for sure. I mean, but the thing is, they can't get anything out, Nick, and they need to really start thinking about, getting another cap for themselves, because I feel like, Chaotic Contingency are playing pretty well, but I just feel like as well that maybe even though they've pulled for Quarry here, they've got the kill there. That's a great job from them. They just keep going with the kills now, 1 on 1 on 1, and then we see a nice Moa throw there comes out as well. Sorry, it wasn't Moa
Where
throw.
Is that res coming? That res is not coming.
Amstar.
The damage on Amstar, we see the portal coming out.
They're going for a Lord Rush? What the flip?
No, it's just...
Oh, the res. Sorry, yeah, my bad. Wow, I was like, no, they are!
Are they?
They are! They're going for it! What the hell? Oh, this but Free Cap's going to carry hard, and Red Team are in a position to rush as well. Very dangerous.
They are right now banking on the fact that they don't have anything on the map anyway.
That's risky as hell.
Force them into a defense move, and maybe bank on the fact that they can't carry this triple cap.
Lord's killed.
For as long.
That's pressure
Lord
now.
Down.
Oh, but that's a free cap. They've got to get back into the map, and they're 2 members down. Decap on the waterfall. This is big stuff happening, and unexpected. And you know, that wasn't a mistake from me. I'm kind of happy about that because it was very unexpected. Red team members starting to go down, which means the potential for ASDF to come back is there. They got the downstate on him. They need to be careful because Amstar is low as well. He's got stacks coming up. He gets cleaved down and Amstar jumps back up as well. Yo-yo efforts happening now, and he's going to go for the decap. Needs to hurry up, but is he going to get cleaved up, taken out of here by Garion, who's doing a great job of just following up? He's not. Zuik, is he going to go for the res here or going to go for the decap?
The amount of pressure that is right now on them, they just can't.
Oh, it's too much.
They don't know where they have to go. It's 30 points, 1 cap, and that's
Zuik should have gone decap.
Now we see the decap. We see the decap.
Oh,
no
possible
Lord
Lord
out.
Rush.
That is giving
Lord Rush.
them room.
Red team rush. Ranger and NG. It's not the biggest damage in the world, but if there's no one here from blue, they're not going to be able to defend this Lord. He's going to go down to about half HP so quick, and with the pet as well, the pet damage. Oh, the Ellie's got to do so much work here. Let's have a look at the Lord HP. Comes in, gets rid of those conditions, powers him up with a heal. No, he got interrupted. Thunderclap. Good job from the engineer on the red team. Blue team need to bounce in here and rock up some defense for this man. And the engineer, the Ranger back up to full HP. Red team can't get enough on this one. Need a target. Ah, good Lord. It's down to about 60
on
HP.
The defense, but that
a loss is going to go down.
People. Not on the
blue
map.
team,
the blue
yeah.
is not going to go down.
It doesn't
but
matter.
Zuik is down on the side. We don't have them picking up the mid fight because he went for the defense and the 1v1 on that waterfall. This one quarry node is going to carry them through.
Yeah, they need to send someone. No, they're going to get mid as well. Mid capped by Garion. This is a surprise comeback over on this map between ASDF and Chaotic Contingency. Other casters are not even in here really because they're not sure that this would be the case.
And they're taking the lead now. The double cap comes out, and they're only now pushing to that mid. This will be the 1-1. I can't imagine. I mean, Zuik is on his way, but are they really in that? No, wait. Their setup is actually in a way where they maybe can get the decap on the quarry.
Yeah, but they need mid.
But not on mid, yeah.
No, they got the decap. Quarry's going to be decapped. Oh my god. Oh my god. Lost. No way. No way. 20 points. Oh, this is absolutely insane. ASDF need to put it out of the bag, but look at the prototype. He's low HP over on the waterfall at the moment, and this could be one of the best cards. I keep saying that every single bloody weekend in Pro League.
But Sable also, we have the Death Shroud, or rather the Reaper's Shroud of Prototype coming out. Can he get the damage on Sable? That Stomp might bring them so close. 2 Stomps.
They've got 50 seconds as well. Sling is very low HP on mid. He's going to drop if it doesn't get his heal off. No, he does. Gets about to 7k HP. But he's getting pressure from behind. They need to look after him. And everyone's low. Look at Amstar. He actually just has to use his heal as well to regenerate people here. But he's going to be going back onto the mid points as around himself with Sling. The prototype goes down. That's 5 more points. We're going to see Tiki very low HP. They could focus on him. But Sling is in downstate here. They need to make sure they're getting back up. He's res. That's 14 points. 25 seconds left. Tiki's down. That's another 5 points. That's 485. They need to get the kills here, but the res comes out.
Kills.
No, sorry.
They need 3 kills.
That's 1. Are they going to get a cap?
We can't find the other one.
No, Zuik's down on the other side. Oh my god.
The cap, but we have 8 seconds. It's not going to even come down to the cap. Even without the cap, it's still going to be 499. No, 500.
Oh my god.
Bloody second left. I almost swore there, but I did not. This is, and this has been, and we are going into, I need to get my mind straight. We are going into a 3rd map, and this has already been one of the craziest games I've ever watched.
That was intense, man.
The Distraction Lord bait and 3 people going for the defense. I mean, they had to, honestly, because it turned out to be a Distraction Lord, but if they hadn't played it as a Distraction Lord, it would have just been a Lord kill and still the win. So they had to fall back with these 3 people. They had no other choice but leaving the entire map completely open.
This isn't even the final for the lower bracket. This isn't even the final. Oh my good lord.
No, but this is 2 teams fighting for it all.
Really, right now. Really, right now. Jesus.
This is going to be the end of the road for one of them. But who will it be?
Really going for
One
these
map
guys.
to decide, and of all the maps it is Temple.
Oh God, really, really though. That's immense. That's absolutely immense
A
stuff.
500-point game then with
Let's come
one
to our
second
faces.
left.
We've
One
been here
second
for
left.
almost 4 hours, guys, in our cast. We're still not at the end of it. I haven't come to cams much, so sorry about that.
Hey,
There's random screens here and there. This is intense now. People are like, I need a minute. Yeah, this is so intense.
I can understand.
And then people are actually saying this is intense in the chat. This is... Whew. Okay. Because obviously, it's this big stuff at the moment. And this game can tilt either way, That's the problem.
Okay, so
Who would you give it to, though, man?
We had one very clear game in the beginning. Well, Chaotic had a good start, but afterwards they just completely lost it.
Yeah.
Second game now, they played a cracking game, but I'm really not comfortable taking that as a hint that Chaotic has it, just because that was a game that cannot be reproduced. Mm-hmm. That had so unique factors in it just there. Such on the second, in the moment, decisions that had to be made for it to turn out in that way. So many factors to come together that I don't really see. I'm gonna pick ASCF on this.
I think I'd go with you on that, actually. I think you're right, because I want to say that even Zook, he kind of says it in chat, but as a little bit of a morale thing, he says, maybe I play normally this match, to just say, I didn't play properly that game.
Trying to play mind games.
Last game he had some moments, but still at times, I wasn't as sure about, different points in time. Maybe like Quarry, when we had Downstate on his team near the gate, could just gone for a decap there. Maybe would have made his life a little bit less awkward later on.
Well,
that decap could have actually won them the game as well. Actually,
we had quite a bit of overextension from Zuik, but honestly, I think that for the most part, that was rather. Normally, the entire team of them overextends, them being a push and not an overextension anymore. Mm-hmm. But this time, Zuik, on his lonesome, rode into battle quite a lot against more opponents than he could handle. Which is just a fancy way of saying overextension, but still. Whew. I don't know. Could be mind games, maybe. I mean, if he's being cocky, then let's see it in this game.
Yeah, I want to see that. That's fine. I don't mind Zuik being a bit cocky. I think he can be. I think he's one of these guys who's really improved over the last year and a half, 2 years. Probably one of the players who's improved the most, actually.
I'd agree.
Top end. I've seen a lot of people, future potential stars of PvP and Guild Wars 2 today. Unfortunately, we won't get to see a lot of them in the Pro League, but hopefully elsewhere. It's a shame. I would definitely tell these guys to keep entering tournaments and keep it going. There's season isn't a year long. It doesn't have to be that long until you can get back in with a chance to get back into the Pro League, of course, as well. Looking forward to the start of this third game. My bad. Wow. Still got a bit of time to go for the end of this evening on Sunday.
Well, actually, yeah. At least, wait, do we maybe already know who the winner of this crazy match is going to face up against?
I don't think so.
No, we don't know. It's either May the Crash be with you or Pacification.
Mm-hmm. We haven't really seen today, actually. We haven't covered those guys.
No, we haven't covered them. If I'm not misremembering the roster I've seen, then not too many names there ring a bell. So we might kind of... I mean, honestly, if we look at that last game, this is already the match to watch.
Indeed.
Even though it's not the last one for today.
The reason you see Purple Noise there in the loser bracket is because the rankings are being decided at the moment. So 1 and 2 are playing off against each other at the moment, at present.
Well, they already did.
Yeah, Orange Logo 1 versus Purple Noise in the final of the winner bracket, yeah. So technically...
But now we're going to continue the dream of one team and crush the one of another as we go into the deciding match. Chaotic Contingency versus ASDF.
Yeah, watching this engagement too crazy here, actually. Whoa, they want to be very ambitious and crazy. He's done, surely. Whoa, does he get away there? Tiki's not there.
He needs get the heal off. He's not dead yet. Prototype there to keep Sling busy, but there's still 2 other people who can keep the pressure going. No chance of rest there. Stomp going through. Carrier now the next target of choice. Moa comes up. We see the immobilize, and he's down and out already. So they're going for 2 kills. Each one of these teams has 1 cap point, but the kills are definitely on the side of ASDF right now.
That's within a minute. 2 fast kills on Temple? It doesn't happen too often unless you engage on a massive team fight mid. And that's a pretty aggressive start from ASDF. Maybe feeling that they want to bring it back to how they feel it should be. Because obviously, you know, after the performance between Chaotic Contingency and Purple Noise, you wouldn't have given Chaotic Contingency a chance in hell, really, to be fair, in this series. But they're doing quite well. Although Tiki now almost downstated over towards the other side of the map with Loz going down over towards Temple. They're outnumbering all over the place. They've rolled off from that fight at the beginning of the game. And this could really solidify an early position here for these guys. Tiki, we can see an interrupt here from Gary on and everyone else. So it comes in. Nice release there from the Herald Elite. Does a good job. And there we go.
Jebro still able to still able to contest that mid node, keep it neutral. Now the team fight is moving over there. We still have Tiki down, so he's only going to be respawning right now. Upper hand definitely on the side of ASDF. Where are they going to pick their focus target? Looks like actually Garyon might be the target of choice. However, Sling first needs to think about maybe surviving. Instant rest there, very quick. Up he goes. Situation safe.
Down he goes again.
Oh,
he's gone. Amster going over towards the other side of the map. Zuik gets cleaved down hard here. A couple of burning ticks left on him. Needs to try and get that regeneration back up on himself. Got Crystalline Hibernation and the protection coming out quite soon with the shield if he needs to do it. But he doesn't even need to. He's going to just be very offensive there. But still gets back into staff. Should be able to avoid a bit of that damage now as well. And even though they got quite a nice start and few kills, they've not been able to capitalize on it, Nick. Look, Alter in their in favour, but I feel like they're going to come back from this right now.
Chaotic just gave him a face full of their own playbook. Just complete aggression onto 1 point. That seems to be working out for them. Don't mess about with those side fights. I mean, what for?
Is Chaotic actually coming out in the light, but their last chance to stay in the Pro League to make sure that that is going to happen? Literally, like, I've not seen them, like, they've played... I feel like ASD are making a few mistakes here and there, but still...
Chaotic haven't played that good, till the last game, pretty much.
Even in Pro League. I mean, you know, you could even say it in Pro League as well itself, you know, they never really showed up. There goes Zuik downstate as well. What are the blue team doing? Sacrificing the players at the moment into some questionable fights now.
It feels a bit like they don't want to get into the backseat. They don't want to give them the first upper hand. Where maybe you just want to let one fight go, give them a double cap for a second to reorganize yourself, and then restart the fight on your terms.
Mm-hmm. 1 cap apiece, only 11-point difference at the moment. Less than that, sorry, 9. Math is hard. Loz doing okay on the other side of the map now. He goes to Amstar, is also down to low HP, but you know, he should be okay there for a while. Stillness being fought over still as well. So we go over towards Alter on the other side of the map. That's really the contest and where ASDF are starting to extend their lead because mid decap happened as well. Zuik there at the moment versus Tiki there as well. Out of support, although Temple, you know, did see the grab of Stillness from the red team of Chaotic, but they don't have the Caps in their favour. Now they get Garion in place to potentially make a difference there. Nice star 5, which ended Amstar royally. Jesus Christ, there's control that came out. Garion showing that he's making a massive difference. Good job from that man. He has played a fantastic game. A couple of games here in this series as well on the third map in Temple. Good job from him. Maybe they're going to be able to get Temple here as well for the team of ASDF.
Devil's really doing a good job right now. Even as his heating turret still to spare. That was a ridiculous amount of kiting there, and Chaotic really had some difficulties netting them down. It's a 2v3 here, but still they're surviving and keeping it neutral. It's just one goes in, one goes out. Sable just running around the stairs with a little bit of support here, a little bit of support there.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great place to do it. It's got the Elementalist there as well, which really helps him. And the Engineer is so survivable at the moment. Zuik in a bit of trouble over on the other side of the map. He's going to get his heal off, and damage does come back out onto him. Still top players are damaging these Revenants when they've got their Herald heals up. And they just get, you know, completely fed life, basically. Nice Slick Shoes comes out from the Engineer on the red team from Crazy as he tries to take out those members. He's got some conditions stacking up and does have his heal turret back up as well. But nice control and extra damage just as he comes out of that Elixir S. That's probably timing from those guys. And the fight really is going on at Temple. But look, we've had the 2K cap for a good old while now.
It might actually turn out to be a 3-cap because Sable has the pressure down on him. Get a bit of a lockdown, but I think there's we're missing a bit of the follow-up damage here. It's still a 2v2. They're keeping it neutral, and they're just riding that double cap.
Triple Tranquility is coming out soon as well. But look, Tiki, the main support healer, and we see this where an Elementalist going down bot for Tranquility is not always the best idea. It's not as... Have they got anyone at Stillness?
I mean, at least an Ellie is somewhat safe against a quick +1, quick push down below. But still, yeah, you're missing a lot of support, sustainability for support, and well, maybe that sustainability is actually not that much to boast on. This one person right now is really turning up the heat against Tiki. Amster is bringing him down in that mower. Down he goes. Is he going to stomp? Are we going to have the chance for another one to come down for someone to save him? Well, we could actually see.
Oh, the Ranger! Down, there we go. There you go. Loz is coming up. Oh! No way! Gets the mower to Loz! Oh my good lord. The Elementalist, though, is back up, and that's the important thing. He can back him up. The conditions and everything else stacks onto him. He gets the shout heal off. He's back up to almost full. Oh my god, he has Celestial Avatar. It should be okay, but he gives up the cap, of course, because of that death. And Crazy elsewhere is going to go down if he's not careful. Goes into Elixir S. Has his turret heal up. Defense field comes up from Toolbelt. Sorry, should be okay for a moment, but can't contest against the Revenant. And the Revenant, Zuik, is now following him down to the midpoint. Feels like he could take him out as well in the end. But now everything around Stillness, Tranquility, and actually the caps, as Temple is just being, like, you know, contested on forever. Crazy's trying to get out of here. This game is, you know, they can't do anything about this at the moment.
Is Lost really going to manage to get Sling down? I feel like that's not going to be happening. Or is he preparing the push afterwards?
You're talking about Sable, like, keeping this point. Everything's been rolling around this point, and now he's going to get more support over on this node. And Red Team trying to plus up, but they equalize it up themselves. The Mesmer's back over versus the Ellie. This game is running away from them. They can't out-rotate this at the moment. They've got no answer. If we look at HP-wise, Sling's low over towards the midpoint now, but he's going to be okay. Sling can just be very, very, very focused here as the Elementalist is just letting him, you know, do his damage while he gets the healing off. It feels like this game is over.
Yeah, Sable looking like he might even win this 1v1 after a while. That's
a good job.
He's just loving this point, and especially these stairs. I just see him running around there over and over and over again.
Yeah, because Prototype keeps following him as well because he just wants to keep the pressure up. He's not able to get more cap points. And also, I don't think it's not enough now. Sable's going to go down. Oh, no! Oh! Good man. He's not got Blast Heal extra. He's got extra remove. But now, Prototype's like, wow, that's literally been almost 10 minutes that have been fighting over this, and really red
Well,
team.
he's moving back in again. We have the Moa coming out. He needs to escape a bit, but there's a full bar of Death Shroud again, and now Sable might think, well, not gonna happen, but I can still keep it neutral. Look at the scores. We're just fascinated by this 1v1. It's already 300 points advantage and only 70 to go until we have Chaotic Contingency out of the Pro League and ASCF in the Pro League.
Well,
not yet. Not yet. Never mind. We still
yet.
have one game, still with a chance of getting into the Pro League.
Yeah, I mean, you'd give them it already today, even based off their performance versus Orange Logo. So, you know, I don't fault you for that whatsoever. It makes complete sense to me, and probably anyone else that they're watching. With Crazy dead, you know, they're not coming back in this game. Not on Temple. Not with a man down, and Prototype probably going to die on the other side of the map where Sable
if on any map, then on Temple, but...
Yeah.
It seems a bit optimistic, although the res on Crazy is actually going to be happening. Carrion, however, invested too much into that. Goes down afterwards. Crazy in no position to get the res on that one.
He played good game, though. Carrion did a good job from stillness to mid earlier. Painful for Chaotic Contingency. Having got into the Pro League in Season 1, relegated in the end, and having to play through the Challenger Cup, they have been demoted from the Pro League. But we are still to see whether or not ASDF can come back in another game in the next series, which we're going to watch as well, to see if they will be our final team to qualify for Pro League Season 2. Hey everyone, we are back now. We're going to lose a bracket, and now we are going to go into a match between Antisocial Dragon finishers and Yoda. May the crash be with you. This is the final, really, basically last chance for a team to get into the Pro League through the Challenger Cup. So we got on the blue team. We do indeed have Yoda.
Whoever wins this is, this best of 3 is gonna be in the Pro League. So let's find out who it is. If we have a quick look at the split. Oh, this is fairly aggressive. They could be clashing hard in on that side towards... No, he's just
Jesus.
He's just going onwards to the mine, leaving a portal, and now getting out unscathed. How?
What an absolute legend! Just goes right through the wall.
No one cares. He's in the middle of everyone.
He's got a portal. The thing is, do they realise that he's got a portal there? I don't think so.
I'm not sure. He could just portal out now.
Yeah, I think he's going to move with the team, but he needs to get through this first. He's got the team there. He's going to drop it. They're going to move through. He's got decap. And the Moa move through. Oh, but they've got one as well, Nick! Oh, I didn't check the portal. I didn't check their portal. They had Mesmer over on that side. Good job there from ASDF following up there as well. If I'd given you that information of the portal being there in the first place, that might have been fairly useful. But hey-ho, Hector going to go down in the end, of course. But Yoda doing a good job.
Comes out. 3 people caught on the red side, and now we have the damage focus on Anka.
Yeah, he's not really got many cooldowns left. No shouts, doesn't have a heal. Flash up.
Still flash.
But Reaper, going to go into downstairs. Well, as mini flash as well. Oh, this could be the end.
We could see also some on the red side.
Nah, surely not. Amka's out of that fight, and blue team. Woo. Unfortunately, having a little bit of an issue.
He's out of one fight, looking for the next one. The illness trying to be chased and moving it over to the Henge node. Henge node, of course, has been giving them some points here. And Innels now in a 2v1.
Yeah,
he's actually trying to get the decap there. And him having to move, he's gonna get the decap.
Yeah, Elixir S
procs there.
Not handy, unfortunately.
That's a lot of cooldowns already out. 2 people already moving away again. The respawn comes. 3 people on node 1 respawning. This is just going to be one big push back into them. Maybe they should wait, Ector was still alive?
He was over on the other side of the map. I didn't actually check to see if he moved back in. I think he did. But he's been out for a while. Let's just say that. Whether or not he's been dead or not, his presence has not been known for a large part of the game. Actually, nice Kind of nice job actually from blue team as they push up the stairs here. But as they push, they're not on node and they're not getting decaps at the moment. They're trying to get the kills as fast as they possibly can, but not able to. Actually holding quite well. Blue team Mesmer again going over towards the mine. He's doing a Fanta pushes far and maybe taking it a little bit too literally. As Reaper is probably going to go down here. What's in Moa form there as well, and he is just going to be trailed down from behind. It's all about the pathway between.
Oh, and if they commit to the rest, then they're so dead. Thankfully, I think Reaper Foxy died too soon for them to overcommit to that rest.
Yeah,
that would have been certain death. The illness following up. We just see Side to still moving out on the side, but we have the cap on mine, probably a portal left there, yes. Hence the aggression from the Mesmer already to that midpoint. Double cap coming out. A bit of a lead for ASDF, but Yoda holding up well.
Yeah, I mean, they're holding up well in terms of being completely nailed.
As I just had a look.
Did you get
at the health bar.
By nails? They are getting a bit disrupted. The problem is the Mesmer moving over towards the mine. Yeah, fair play, got the cap, and they had the 2 cap for a while, but blue team didn't fully disengage and pull them all the way back, and they're left. Look at Reaper. I mean, they're running out one by one now as well. He's trying to get to mid. He probably won't even get there because he's got 2 players trying to do something. I get the kill. He goes down, and blue team in the moment, they're very much disjointed. Mesmer has to move back over towards mine. Looks like they might have control of the 2 cap again here. They want to try and nabble themselves a little bit of a kill as well.
What is Red planning? They're completely grouped up. There's a 2-man push.
Amstar's got a portal here at the moment.
2-man push over, portal there. Other 3 are pushing outwards, so they're really attacking both points at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, red team are outnumbering on most occasions at the moment. I mean, again, over on this other side of the map, they're able to get they're winning this 2v2 that's occurring over here. Back over on the Henge as well. You know, it's actually Sable is quite low HP as he tries to get some damage down onto Reaper again. Main focus being the Necro, of course. Sling still over on the mine point with Zuik here. Ilianis is doing a good job of trying to hold for as long as he can, but it's just keeping contested until, you know, we're going to see.
I mean, there was no chance of anyone ever assisting him. The chance they have in this current situation is to get the push, but look at Hector. He's just on the decabs. He just wants to get them, but this might just get him in such a dangerous position.
It's not a bad 1v1 for him, in all honesty, versus
Well, it's
Zuik.
not going to stay a 1v1.
Yeah, not for long, because they're always able to outnumber here as well. If we just have a look at Amka, who just gets the lightning flash up top.
Decap.
Yeah, got the decap there in the end.
Okay.
Oh, the Rev's evading quite a lot, you know, he's moving off node. So it's not too difficult to get the decap versus a Rev, but the problem is
But
like
Sable was in there as well. So.
Yeah, okay. Mini Flash gonna hold over on the other side there. Problem is, Mini Flash being the Ellie, not in the team fight again, and is now actually gonna go down himself. So Yoda maybe crumbling under the pressure here. Amka does get that heal back up though, and we are gonna see double down state. But the thing is, Ecto is very low himself. Everything gets finished off there with a sliver of HP, and so does the other member, Citasil there. Citasil, sorry.
It almost feels like every move they do, be it a decap, be it preparation for like a push somewhere, or be it the team fight itself, there's just a tiny bit missing. Just a little bit more damage here, a little bit more coordination here. Just always, it doesn't quite suffice to get the edge. But they do have some good moves in there.
They just haven't come back from that kind of poor start, really. I mean, you know, they moved up to mid. They did an okay job getting back through the portal, but ASDF knew that was going to happen. You could kind of predict that was going to happen. Blue team just haven't regrouped successfully even once, really, in my opinion, with like all 5 members on the map with a plan in hand. You know, they just haven't had a plan.
Well, there was 4 people henge defense they were kind of forced into with the Mesmer again pushing from far node. You could call that a plan.
I guess a plan to try and wear some trousers. I don't know. I mean, you know, it's like a random comment. It's because it is. Portal back over towards the other side of the map, back to Henge, of course, as well. And, you know, this game's over as it is. 380 points, 2 cap to red team ASDF.
They just have a bit of breathing room here, yeah. Zuik just on the side, no worry about any push. If anything, someone's going to push for the mine node. This is just easily in the controls of ASCF right now. And even though we had some kills, we have had some moments where you might have think things went a tiny bit differently. That could have been a one-team fight.
I mean, and it's worth noting as well that we did have a restart on this series because of a DC on blue team, which is a shame because they actually had a really good start at the beginning of their last game. But, you know, I mean, nice res as well. Good attempt at a knockback there, unfortunately, you know, not in the end, not able to get that pressure off. So now they've got to make the most that they can of this game. But like I said, you know, they had a good start in the forest that we had in the restart game, but
they were ahead before and pretty much until people stopped moving. So even though we noticed the DC, they did not for quite a while somehow.
Yes,
they were ahead for 1 minute with 4 people.
Yeah. So maybe, you know, ASDF didn't take them long to get what
maybe
they were
not
trying
count
to do.
them out too soon. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch maybe, but we do have Seal moving over to the Hench, so he's going to be able to contest with the Mesmer. Still, maybe not the best matchup.
Now, this is better,
but it's gonna be a contention after all. This looks like completely different movement from them right now. Well, except for the fact that we again have someone on the close node, this time the far node in a 1v2. That's not going to end well.
Whoa, leg spike there, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, at least Mini Flash was in the right place, but is dead currently, downstated over towards this midpoint here as well. Potential res coming out, does go through, or think about going through the wall, which is going to actually be the opposite team portal as well. For him. I thought he was going to go through the portal. I was like, whose portal is this? Because it seems like he's going towards it. So it does get a little portal off there, because it's not going to be rezzed up here either. You can tell it's been a long day. Making a couple of random choices.
Been a long day, but it's not quite over. Also not quite over.
Oh, nice damage on side.
Maybe this one game is over, but they still have a chance. It's best of 3. I think we can kind of call it now, even though they had a bit of a turnaround, made the end score a bit more acceptable than what we've seen before. They still have the same map, and that's going to be on full fire.
Indeed, it will be, and they need to control.
But will that help them?
They need that good opening because, you know, if they're going to get punished even more on that map if they don't get the opening that they want. And well, you can see there. Look at the red team points.
The thing that scares me a tiny bit is that a lot of what we see out of those 287 points, a lot of that was just trying to decapping on the side, trying to not be seen by the enemy. That's not going to fly on full fire. At least not as much.
I mean, you know, in the older meta as well, if you're trying to keep cap points as well, getting a decap and a full cap, that used to mean quite a lot. Doesn't mean that much now. The kills are coming quicker. They're still quite tanky. But it's more of a move back to that kind of, you know, celestial meta when kills are, there's probably even, you know, more kills now than there was back then, but still.
Well, it depends on the team.
Yeah, that's a good point as well.
I mean, the old orange logo, WTS, may I remind you, that was quite a few kills.
Yeah, that's true. Slighter obviously kind of a vet. Having that new PvP back piece looks pretty sweet. Well, it did until he put his weapons away. Anyway, could be the last game of today.
Admiring the people.
Yeah, admiring the people. Could be the last game of today, actually.
Could be. ASCF, of course, for many people, and judging from the last performance, I also have to say, from me, the favorites for this game. But again, this what makes me believe, and yes, I'm telling a story now. What makes me believe is just the first bit of Yoda we've seen in the restart game that you guys sadly did not see, but I have with my own eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just something that at least I would give them a chance. It's not over yet. It's only over once
the fat lady
sings. Or the point score hits 2. What one of the two. But let's
play.
see. Let's see what will be decided. What will definitely be decided is the last spot for the Pro League on this map, on the Qualifier map. As we have on the blue side, it is May the Crash be with you, I hope. And on the red side, it is ASDF.
The Crash was with them on their first game. Can't believe he didn't even make that joke. Elianis actually, you know, good anticipation of the charge onto him there, knowing full well that was going to happen. Elianis actually, you know, not really seen him too much play-wise. He's actually doing a good job of trying to survive versus Zuik and Sable. That's quite a tough... Oh, gets really unlucky with the tornado. I mean, good CC, but he needs to come out of that. Stayed in it into Elixir S. Proc Amka, though, over on the mid node.
I'm surprised he did stay in there for that long.
Yeah. Maybe new Elixir S would proc as well. But Blue do get mid, and may lose it.
Maybe the damage can be enough
to
put Sling in a bit of trouble now. He disengaged immediately. So we have that one down. Can they push that into an advantage? We have also Armstar under quite a lot of pressure over on that quarry node. Will they push over immediately? They got the cap. Export can't really commit quite. Mower, defensive Mower coming in. Armstar really might be in some trouble if they can nail him down. Cytoseal on the move backwards. He's trying to play cat and mouse.
That was a good job, man, with that Mower. You picked that up. That was good. Because Armstar was really close to going down. Actually, he might go down again. It's side that just goes for a nice amount of Von stacking.
Coming in from the side. Can we see maybe an interrupt?
No, it's not a res.
Yeah,
surely.
the res is not going to happen.
No.
No, well,
too much.
No.
Zuik actually might go down midpoint as well here. He's quite low HP, down to about 5k. Condition loaded up. Sable comes over, kills him up, removes those conditions, of course, with the cleanse from that turret. Good job from him. Reaper quite low himself. A lot of damage comes up onto him. Looking for the survive, support, anything from anyone there, but Reaper doesn't unfortunately get it in the end. Wow, many flashes using flipping... What? Fiery Greatsword as an elite? That's very random. I know mobility, but that doesn't make any sense. You want the more shouts, especially at the moment. You could have done with them. Jesus. At least, you know, Frost Armor or anything to just delay that damage. Just things to help them out here, but... They've got back up. Fiery Greatsword feels like a bit of a mistake in all honesty, but hey ho, I just don't feel like that's a good choice for him. Reaper now going back over to Waterfall. Still got the blue 2 cap in their favour though, Nick. Yeah, indeed. They've still got the 2 cap in their favour, so you know it's working.
Maybe it's a Fiery sort of luck. It just seems a bit chaotic, to be honest. It's kind of going in the way of ASDF, but not on the map. They're not pushing anywhere. They're not really doing anything with sometimes the pressure they can uphold. Sling in the Mower, gets chased down, people on his tail. Cytoseal can't really nail him down, and Sable is just there for the CC, as well as Amka. A little bit of support there. 2v3, they should be able to disengage here and just make it an equal fight in mid, which they still have, and it's a good lead they're building right now.
Yeah, really, really good lead. 1 cap apiece, and we are going to move into mid. Sable is in a bit of trouble here as well, as I'm really on Ecto there. I mean, he's doing quite a good job at the moment. Ilianis as well, now trying to hold over on the waterfall, just trying to contest versus Amstar. Keeps the Mesmer there actually quite well, but in that 1v1, it's going to have a bit of a trouble time with the Mesmer there. Cytoseal goes over towards the side now. We're looking over towards Waterfall, and as soon as he leaves that fight, Reaper does go into the downstate here. I think we're going to be able to see a res coming out from him, unfortunately, as he is a little bit focused on the side. Good cleave, good attempt. Flash goes into downstate, tries to move on to node. They lose that 2 cap they had from before. Since they start to move out away from the waterfall as well. Amstar goes through the portal, brings back friends with him. As you can see, Amka there with Amstar there. Good job from the red team to come back, grab themselves the mid, and even they're going to grab potentially a 2 cap here. Happened to blue, they just started to pull away from a fight from the 2 cap that they had and dedicate themselves to Waterfall.
It was a 3v2. They didn't really want to fight. I can understand the fall back there, although they might have fallen back a bit far. And then things just went awry on the waterfall as well. One needed to go from mid rotate to the waterfall to just assist a bit. because we saw issues there from Illinus in the 1v1
Oof.
against Amster.
Cytosil might have been punished there for his trying to go for the damage on Amster there, almost getting taken out himself. Charges ahead there, gets the port onto Amka there as well. Now the Ellie, you can see him in the background just popping up that stability for the rest of his team. Heal comes out from Rev again because there's so much cleave around there. Moa comes out onto Cytosil there, looking for the damage from the red team here as well to pick up the kill on this Revenant. Looking quite low, no cooldowns left. He's going to be dropped. It looks like Flash is going to go down as well. Not looking good for this blue team at the moment. Decap coming out on Waterfall though.
Quite a move. Only the decap thus far on the Waterfall, but on the Quarry we might actually see a full cap. Oh, if it's played right. I don't. Is Sable going to be fast enough on that point? Just barely. And Zeke after him, and that's going to be the end of Hector. Immediate spamming of that of those slick shoes, but we have the
Decap at least. It's very close at the moment. Still they are behind, but they're going to grab at least the 2 cap. Blue team can at least regroup on the Waterfall, but if red team push them, maybe they could keep them in, put them in the 2, on their close node for quite a long time. Hector, of course, is downstayed over towards the mid. Oh, maybe a cheeky res from Illinus. No. Oh, good lord. He's really out of position here now. He needs to get out of here. He needs to use his bulwark, Gyro, but he's not using it at all. Waiting for maybe some bursts coming in here.
Apparently he doesn't want to disengage to potential support. He
doesn't even want to go to his base. Now he does now. Needs to.
There we go.
Jesus. Okay.
Pretty much the entire team pushed back into the base. We only have some remnants of what used to be over on that Waterfall.
Yeah, Flash was
that could easily be rolled over.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing now. Hector and Reaper coming in now to try and finish, well, put it in their favour. Red team just needs to disengage successfully to make sure they can get back into the rest of the map, maybe pick up a kill mid. Actually, Cytosil could have stayed on point and might have got the decap there to see members jumping in. He gets jumped onto by Zuik. He takes him very low HP. Oh, he almost too far. Zuik saw that push there. Almost committed too hard there. That would have been an interesting move from him.
I almost thought Reaper was about to leave the point, and until he suddenly decided to, no, I'm going to turn around again because there was a sling waiting behind the rock. Yeah, that would have been a shameful decap.
Decap now as well, like you said. Stretching this lead for the red team of ASDF, looking for their last game to win in this long day, in all honesty, you know. Going out in their first series today versus Orange Logo, effectively pulling an Abjured and winning all their games to come back and get into a position which they're pretty happy with, which is going to be going to the Pro League.
Oh, but that AoE damage on that res. Zuik might also be caught off guard. Burning still on him, 1.5k life.
That's massive, man.
And now he just commits to just a bit of return damage. 2 people down, Waterfall capped. Zuik in downstate can be held in that downstate. And even Armster in mid is falling apart. They're now just rolling over the map, and now we can finally see the snowball ability. Yes, that is a word of this map in action for the blue team.
I think it's because it was 2 separate words there. It worked. It's okay because I think you said there was a tiny pause. We're going to see a little Moa coming out onto Sable, not a little one, because that's going to put him right into downstate with a possible free cap, and we're going to see the Herald Elite, of course, putting him right off node as well. Clever job from those guys because they wanted to keep the node in their favour. And Sling now has to be very careful because if he goes into downstate,
maybe Mini should stay over there. They might be a bit over eager here to do something about that. Mini should maybe pay attention to mid and Waterfall. I mean, the red team is most likely just going to commit to that big team fight. Not only does it seem like the smart choice with that being still the 1 point they have, but also it's ASCF.
Yeah. I mean, they need to push back successfully here. The Mesmer needs to move as well because he's got no cooldowns left. Is the team rallying around him to a degree? They kind of are. Mini Flash is coming in for support. Gets his overload off from the water attunement, of course. And he's going to be able to hit full retreat there. And they're going to be able to heal quite well. Illinus! Oh, Slick Shoes from Sable! It's 1 tick on Waterfall left. And actually, as red team start to maneuver their way back in towards the midpoint, they lose Sling. And they're going to lose Zuik as well if they're not careful. Gets healed back up again, you know, the cleave and the damage.
Can they do a repeat performance of that? Overcommitting
people
Portal to that rest?
They go for Lord! They go for Lord Rush, Nick! They hit 350! They needed... Yeah. Oh my god, this is horrible! Blue team must be absolutely livid with this. They're going to get the easy Lord Rush. Didn't even notice the portal coming out from Amstar there. This is absolutely amazing stuff. That's game. That is game. Amazing. Distracted. No! The heels come out. No, surely not.
What?
Surely not. 10%, 5%. No way. Blue Lord is down and out. That is ASDF. With the... Jesus.
A slight sliver of hope with the down of Slinger once they got pushed back, maintained a double cap, and then just as they hit 350, ASDF just saying, no, we shall end it here.
Wow, I didn't even see that part. I didn't watch the Mesmer. I was so focused on the fact that Red Team were moving to mid and they started to lose put kills. I actually lost a little bit of the score. It would have been, it's interesting, like, if that was under 350 or at what point that was under 350.
That was
their movement back into the map.
370.
That was interesting. What a good game. Wow, yeah,
nicely done, nicely finished. I have to see, I was like, okay, Slinger is down. Are they gonna do another wipe? They were overcommitting a bit. Oh wait, what? Okay, the midpoint is empty. What happened? Okay,
I got the move to portal. I got the portal, but like didn't see the placement up there because I was so focused on that point. And that's the idea, wasn't it? You know, that's exactly what they did to them, and they were as shocked as anyone else because they.
And we can even see it all in theory. Shame on us. But congrats to ASDF. They are the third finisher for the Pro League.
Indeed.
So we're gonna see quite a bunch of them as soon as the next Pro League starts again. Season 2.
Yeah, good stuff.
Will that be on the same day? Do we know that yet?
Season 2 is going to be on Monday. On a Monday, announcements of that coming up in the future, about 2 weeks away or so. Yeah, not too far away.
Nice.
Otherwise, thanks, Nick, for joining me. It's been a while. It's been a pleasure, my friend.
Same here. Same here.
Also, this video is on my channel as well. So if you are thinking about signing up for ESL tournaments, there's weekly cups, 5v5, 2v2s. Also, you know, these slots are open for you. Keep your teams going, keep everything going PvP-wise. We'll see you in the future. We haven't done one for a while. Salute to you, sirs and madams. Thanks for watching. It's been a long day. It's been a good one. See you later. Congratulations to Orange Logo, Purple Noise, and to ASDF. See you in Season 2.